Yo.
What's good? It's your boy OMC, aka the Night Rider. And
it's your girl Riz. What's up, y'all?
Welcome to Total Recall. Total Recall. I can't recall the Total Recall.
Well, I can.
Yo, what's good, Riz? How you doing?
Everything is doing swell. How are you today?
I'm chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I was in a hurry and all that. You know, I ain't get totally immaculate like I usually am. You know, dressed to the nines. GQ style, but I'm a rough. We should be okay. What about you?
You look alright. You know, you're a little ashy. I got some corn syrup back there.
What?
You wanna?
Did you just Ashy Larry me? Did you just Ashy Larry me?
It is imperative that everyone, I'm not just talking about my people of melanin tone, everyone should use Vaseline.
Yeah.
You know? Now I know it's like 90 degrees outside right now.
98.
You put some Vaseline on right now, you're gonna sizzle.
Yeah.
You know,
you're gonna bake.
You're gonna bake.
Yo,
definitely bake.
Don't use no goddamn app. Yo, Aquaphor is what you use. Alright? Aquaphor. Riz letting that glow in the dark white beat.
No, okay, so I usually don't, go out too much in the sun, but when I do, I make sure I wear my SPF, because skin cancer is real. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Did you just, as a black queen, endorse sunblock?
Yes. Okay, so y'all think I'm playing.
Educate me.
Okay, so this is the thing.
I know you white trapped in a black body.
No.
That ain't got shit to do with your skin, girl.
So this is a misconception that black doesn't burn. That's a lie. Okay? That's a lie. What it is that we don't feel it. Our skin doesn't feel that burn unless you burn. Now, if you're somebody of a lighter complexion, you know that your history, right? Your history.
The red bone history?
The history,
the red bone history.
Your lineage.
The lineage.
Somewhere down the line.
The red bone lineage.
Somewhere down the line, it was a white person mixed up in there.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to my white people. I love my white people.
Yeah. Shout out to Master creeping in the cabin. Yeah.
However, not only master creeping in the cabin, you got interracial relationships and all sorts of things.
After Master creeping in the cabin.
Okay. So, what happens is, if you have that Caucasian lineage, you're liable to burn quicker than dark people like myself. Now, that doesn't mean that dark doesn't burn. Take this for a fact. So, I like to travel. I've been a lot of places. Caribbean sun, the United States sun. When I mean United States, I mean like Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all know your passport is all stamped.
Excellent. It is. But look, when I go to Puerto Rico, and I love Puerto Rico, okay? Puerto Rico is a different kind of sun.
Yeah.
That sun burns.
Yeah.
So I'm out on the beach because I'm on the beach all the time. I got the bathing suit on. I'm looking good. I'm looking real good, right? Yeah. Every day I'm putting on my lotion with my SPF, right? However, I'm spending a lot of time in the water, so the stuff comes off. By the time I got back home, 4 days later, my arms were peeling. All of this.
Like peeling?
Like peeling, yes.
Like white people be peeling
Like
off?
white people be peeling. I had to call my white friends, okay? Not only was I peeling, my fiance was peeling.
This is my shock face.
No, and he has the white lineage, so he was black burnt. Like his stuff was like, I said, ooh, baby. I called my white girlfriend. Yeah, they was So you think it's a myth when they be in the movies with the white nose? No, that's no myth. They need the white nose, and I didn't do that for him. And I said, I'm sorry.
You just educated me. Yo, you just blew my watermelon.
Yeah.
Straight off the top of my vines.
Black people burn.
But I never do black people burn. I'm black, I don't burn. You know what I'm saying? But my blood boil in my vein all the time because I'm a bad mofo. But I'm a rock. We ain't gonna go all into all of that. You know what I'm
Would
saying?
you like something to drink?
Yes, madam, I would. And while Riz is getting our shot together, man, the featured artist of today is the Fat Boys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Fat Boys, hell yeah.
Oh, I just trying to do it.
The original beat maker, Prince. The original beat maker, Buffy, Prince Marky D, and your man, Cool Rock Ski. Rest in peace to two of those. Rest in peace to your boy, Prince Marky D, and rest in peace to your boy, Buffy the Beat. Never forgot, you know what I mean? We gonna be right back. Keep it locked right here. Total Recall.
Total Recall, y'all.
Yeah. Yo. It's your boy OMC. And I I gotta give a shout out to the sanitation worker. Yeah, nothing extreme this time. The sanitation worker. And the only reason why I say shout out to them brothers, man, because to ride on that truck and go around before the break of dawn picking up people's trash, some of the shit that you get your hands on in that can ain't really pretty, son. Yo, I myself have dumped some unsavory shit in the garbage just to peek through the shades and watch the dude freak out when he flipped that can over in the shit. I know, man. I know. I apologize and I show y'all love. Peace.
Welcome back to Total Recall, y'all. It's your girl Riz.
And OMC.
I want to give a shout out to all of these people collecting these PPP loans. Like, don't get me twisted. They gonna go to jail. Yeah.
Yeah. She don't listen. She ain't blowing up nobody's spot.
No, okay.
Shout out to y'all out there that legitimately got those payroll protection program dollars, and shout out to y'all maybe not so deserving of the PPPs.
Well, my thing is this.
Either way.
It's not how you get the money, it's what you did with it.
Exactly.
So if you got that money and you flip that money 3, 4, 5 times,
yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You got your business going even though you ain't had one before, and that's why you got that loan. Shout out to you, because you did something with it. Now, not to discredit anybody that took them trips to Miami and Puerto Rico, because they was dirt cheap coming around at the end of COVID.
Yep. Or put them 24s on your Cadillac SRT trying to elevate that shit to Escalade status.
Hold up. Or took advantage of all the stores with their sales and buying up all that name brand stuff. I'm not mad at y'all, because my thing is this.
Not at all.
Do what you want to do. It's your money. However, when it's time to pay the piper, just remember what you did with your money.
Yeah. I hope you got a backup plan, you know what I'm saying? Because they come for them dollars. They may not get to you this week.
Yeah, but they gonna get to you.
They gonna get to you. They got that whole list of names.
Pour you a drink.
Motherfuckers is on it, man.
But I mean, you know what? I'm not mad at people for doing that, because the billionaire companies, they rape the system like crazy. They break the system for trillions. So for y'all that got your little 20,000, you know what I'm saying, to fix up your crib, shout out to y'all.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to y'all that got your little 12 racks even and went out there and paid off all your errands and your Rent-A-Center bills and stuff. And got y'all a couple more stereo speakers.
Shout out to the people that got them, how many was it? 4 stimulus checks.
4
stimulus checks.
That's like 25 racks right there. 2 racks, 2.5 racks.
Yeah, shout out to them too. They bought food.
Yeah, man.
They bought food for how they bought food. If they
shout out
smart.
to everybody that paid off your cable bill, caught up on your rent, caught up on your electric bill. Hey.
Let me tell you something. The cable company, the internet service providers have skyrocketed during this pandemic. And you know why? Because everybody has to work from home now. Yep. So shout out to everybody that's sitting at home with your kids, because they got to be at home too. So it's not just the adults, it's the kids too.
Yep.
So not only do the adults need the internet,
that's right,
the kids need the internet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And did you know that the cable company can't cut you off if you got kids school age in your house? Even if your bill is behind, they gotta let you ride.
I honestly think that if you have kids of school age in your household, you should be allowed free internet. I honestly think that as a courtesy, like, you know, I'm quite sure that their profits has skyrocketed triple times over since this pandemic.
500% probably. 500% probably.
I'm not mad at people. People got rich off of this pandemic. People got rich off of this pandemic.
And new hustles was created.
People got creative. People got creative to this day. I'm still buying food,
elevated the game.
Hair, all sorts of stuff. Now we've got fun. Somebody that can do my nails from home.
Right.
And I would be nice. But you know, that's expensive. I ain't there yet. Yeah. I'm working though.
Hey, you can start a class teaching young gals how to microbraid. Boom, start a whole new business.
That is true. That is true.
There you go.
That is true. But you know what? it's so many different styles and techniques out there. I'll just stick with what I know right now.
There you go.
Hey, you know, shout out
it is what it is.
Look,
that's right.
Shout out to all my real regulars that, you know, been coming to me for the last 20 years. I still do the same braids. Ain't nothing different. I might not burn no more. That's the only thing. I don't put no light into your hair. So
prices start at $200 and go up. There you go.
But I see that you bought this look like some devil's juice.
Man, it's just a little something. Shout out to those guys.
Do you think we may need a chaser for this? I don't know how comfortable I'm drinking this straight.
Are y'all getting this, people?
I don't know how.
Radio Riz would like a chaser.
Yeah, let me see what we got.
Anyway, while Radio Riz is doing that, man, hey, little something about the Fat Boys, you know, them dudes, little do you know, you guys of this generation, were the first group to use auto-tune. How about that?
Really?
It wasn't really auto-tune back in those days, but they had reverb in the mics. And when Buffy used to do his they used to reverb that shit. That's technically auto-tune. For y'all out there, that's a little bit of trivia on my boys, the Fat Boys, you know what I'm saying? And the three of them made it okay to be big and start that whole trend. Shout out to your boy Chuck Rock, shout out to your boy Heavy D, and those people like that made it okay to be big and rock. You know what I'm saying? So, much love to those.
The Fat Boys did bring a level of confidence in hip hop that wasn't there. Most of the dudes that was coming out, they either was gangsters, you know, they was poets, they had the ripped bodies.
Or they was philosophers.
Yeah, but the Fat Boys was just clowns. And they made a career out of comedy in rap. And not only joking on themselves, joking on life.
Yep.
You know, while also showing people, look, I'm big, ain't nothing I can do about being big.
But look, I'm still can rock.
And to the point that they named themselves the Fat Boys. Like
exactly.
Like come on. Now, could you open this for me?
Oh yeah, sure. And shout out to the Fat Boys also because they were one of the major groups signed to Def Jam, right? And they paved the way for a whole new direction in hip hop with the humor in rap.
You want to chase them?
Sure.
But you're talking about me.
Hey, I'm chasing you. I'm chasing you.
But you want to chase her.
Who am I to go against the bartender?
But you want to chase her.
Damn thing up to
see?
Good
but you want to chase her. See?
Who knows of any guy that don't chase the lady? Come on.
All right.
To PPP loans.
PPP loans.
Can somebody show me how to get one? I need a PPP loan.
Fat Boys.
Takes strange with the chaser.
I like the chaser. It doesn't taste so devilish going down.
Could you please stop using the term devilish when it comes to my libations? I mean, like, for Pete's sake. Devilish. There's nothing devilish about that nectar, man.
I don't know.
Anyway, Fat Boys, right? Trendsetters, man. They made it okay to have rap comedy. There's been a few groups since that have put humor in their raps and witticisms and things like that. But nobody took it to the level that the Fat Boys did, man. If you guys, this generation, if y'all don't know about the Fat Boys, please look up the Fat Boys, man. Check them out. Check out some of their joints, because not only was they funny, but they also had skills, man.
Yes. Do you remember what's the... Okay, so listen, y'all. Fat Boys came out 1984. Okay? I remember the Fat Boys. However, the only thing I mostly remember them for was like the bebop. Because that's what, you know, all the young kids listen to. Yeah, and he did it and his belly would move and jiggle.
Remember he used to slide it?
Hysterical. Yes.
Yo, they also made an official movie, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that when we come back, you know what I'm saying? Stick with us right here. It's your girl Riz over here.
It's your boy Old Man Chinese. Hey everybody, it's your girl Riz, showcasing some of the world's worst jobs ever. So I was driving on the highway and I happened to look up. And I see power lines. And I see a red ball on the power lines. And I'm like, why is there a red ball on the power line? So I do my research. Check this. There's actually someone, right, who sits on like the wing of a helicopter, right? They're strapped down to the wing, of course, but nonetheless still scary. They sit on the wing of the helicopter with the red ball. It's like about that big. Antennas for you to attach to the cable wire, right? And the helicopter flies up all the way up. Now if you look up and you see this red ball, you understand how high it is, right? The guy actually sits there and he clamps the ball onto the power line and then twists the metal wires on it, right? All the while instructing the pilot. Come closer. I mean, I know you can't hear him. He probably can hear me like that. Said, don't know about that part. I didn't do that much research. However, I don't know who this guy is. I'm quite sure he makes a lot of money at what he does. But that's the worst job to have. Because I'm so afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights. I couldn't do it. I could do it. I'd be splattered on the ground. And what if the ball drops? Like, do you know the skill and precision you have to do this job? Shout out to you guys, whoever you are. Welcome back to Total Recall, everybody. It's your girl, Riz.
And OMC, a.k.a. the Lone Wolf McQueen.
And Ashy Lash.
Yeah. Word, mama? Yeah. Ooh, Faba.
We like to
let me get to
back,
me.
y'all.
I ain't gonna get to me. That's right.
That's
Because I could be ashy now, but I'm be classy soon.
You sure enough.
That's right. Shout out to Diddy. He made it okay to be ashy. Classy is the ash.
He did.
That's right. Ash with class. Get with it. Anyway.
We here to showcase the...
Well, first, we here to showcase these drinks.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to that glowing dark white beard. That shit look like it's had Lil Wayne's face on it.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. We ain't gonna talk about that Thunderbolt shirt you got on that the people
they're
can't see up
bolts,
close.
Okay? They're lightning bolts. Don't be giving them no idea to zoom in. Right? Fucking lightning bolts.
Where you get that from? Where you get that lightning thunder shirt from?
I think it was on clearance at TJ Maxx. Cause you know TJ Maxx big and tall section, real tiny. It's got like 3 shirts and 2 shorts. So
you had to get the one shirt they had.
Yeah, the one shirt that fit. A little tight around the biceps.
Nah, they do that on purpose, y'all. They get their shirts. They be a size extra large. They get a large, so my biceps get bulged.
Yeah.
You know they ain't biceps. Your arms just fat.
Yeah. How disrespectful is that? Anyway, could you please talk about the Throwback Hood movie?
The Throwback Hood movie of the week is Disorderlies. Now,
Disorderly.
Let me explain something to you guys. I do remember the Fat Boys. However, certain songs. Oh my gosh.
Here come her lie about her age.
Certain songs I only remember because of the movie. So I remember the Fat Boys was in. Of course, I can remember All You Can Eat.
All You Can
Eat. Of course.
For $3.99. But that wasn't.
I remember their movie features because in my house we didn't watch any videos and my mom.
Y'all didn't have the giant laser disc player?
No.
They had the fucking video shit that looked like records, but it was actually videos?
No, so let me tell you what we had. We had the floor mounted TV, right? Remember the floor mounted TV?
The one that had the record player on top?
It had the record player
the big speakers on
with
the
the big speakers on the side. So we had that, right?
Nice.
However, the knobs were broke on the TV, right? Both the knobs,
Wait, the one that you had to turn with the pliers, or the ones you had to use with the screwdriver?
No, so we had the pliers. We had the pliers. But this is how they used to do it. So the TV was broke off at Channel 13. Now, for y'all that don't know that what Channel 13 was back in the days, that was a public broadcasting station. So all educational stuff. It wasn't no MTV. No. It wasn't no soul video. No. It wasn't none of that stuff on Channel 13. Okay.
It was an electric company.
And Reading Rainbow,
Sesame Street,
and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood,
New Zoo Review.
Yeah, and the look back on the old stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of history stuff. Oh, I used to like that. But anyway.
Goats eat oats and goats
so this
eat
is how
oats and little lambs eat ivy. The kids will eat ivy too.
Okay.
Wouldn't you? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
We digress.
So
took it back to the past for a second.
So look, the channel was always stuck on Channel 13, right?
Yeah.
And my mom was slick. She used to keep the pliers in the room.
Oh.
So you couldn't change the channel.
So you had to go on secret missions to get them shit.
No, you just watch what was on. You ain't going in that room. We didn't do that back then.
You hear that, white kids? You do not go on secret missions in black households.
It ain't just
because
white. It ain't just white. I had my niece stay with me one time, right? Mind you, I live alone. I don't have any children. So all my stuff is where my stuff should be. Because that's where I want it to be, okay? I came home one day and she asking me questions. She's like, do you have fake teeth? I said, excuse me? What do you mean?
Yo, what a question for a niece to ask, right?
And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean to have fake teeth?
Yeah, what you meant by that?
Because, I got a fudge.
You got fudge? You got fudge?
I do fake teeth. I have an implant, okay? But at the time, I didn't have no teeth in that spot. So I had like a parachute and I was using like the Fixodent and the Polygrip. But she wouldn't know that if she wasn't.
Old people do.
She wouldn't know that if she wasn't searching in my stuff, okay?
Yeah.
She wouldn't know what was going on in my life if she wasn't in my stuff.
I think that's the moral of the story, folks.
And so it ain't just white people.
It is just white people.
It is not.
White
she ain't white.
White people do ghost adventures in your house, and they retrieve stuff out of their parents' room at the risk of death and dismemberment. Where us black kids, we be in the background like, you gon' get in trouble.
Yeah, but it's still somebody doing it. Okay? It's still one of them gonna be brave enough to do it.
But you can't prove that your niece did what she did.
She the only one in the house.
But you ain't see her.
You know what?
There you go.
This is the problem now.
See?
This is why I
black people prejudging each other. There you go. I agree with you totally, Riz.
Back to what I was saying.
What was?
Because you made me forget.
You derailed your own
No, I
train of
didn't.
thought. You derailed your own train of thought.
I was talking about.
You derailed. Like, are you driving? Then you steer. That's you. That's all you. That's all you.
I was talking about how I only knew them from the TV because I wasn't allowed to listen to music on the radio.
But you never said that part.
I was getting to it.
The pliers thing, and then
because
I was talking about the screwdriver.
Yeah, but because it was in my mother's room, so that was not getting.
Which brings us back to our point.
Now, like I was saying, I only know them from the movies.
Never watched this or
Yes, I did. Let me tell you how I watched it. Okay, so I watched it because my mother would bring out the VHS. That's where I was going with my story. You messing me up. So my mother used to bring out the VHS, right?
Not the Betamax.
No, I'm not as old as you. I keep trying to explain y'all. I'm trying to explain y'all. In 1984, I was like 6 years old, y'all. Y'all was like 13.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with being 13 in 1984.
14. I'm lying. 14, because I know how old you are right now. So
nothing wrong with being 14 in 1984.
Matter of fact, you probably was like 17.
Yo, now you being disrespectful, alright?
And I
got my first W check in 1984. I got my first W check.
Do you know how old you have to be to work for some of you? You have to be 14.
Exactly.
Okay, that was 1984. In 1984, I was 5 years old.
Alright, so that's why you shouldn't know nothing about old people's group, if that's the truth.
I told you I had an Anyway, like I said, so my mother used to break out the VHS and she used to get all of these movies to watch, and one of them was The Disorderlies, and I loved it. But you know what movie reminded me of The Disorderlies? Remember Babs? The
black girls.
With the black girls?
With Halle Berry.
You know that's Disorderlies.
Mm-hmm.
That's Disorderlies.
Female version.
That's the female version of Disorderlies, right?
What's the other black girl's name from Babs? See that? Duh. Hey, how many slices of pizza we gonna give it? I give Disorderlies 10. I'll give them niggas a whole pie, man. Yeah,
I'm about to say, when you get 10 slices,
because, Nurtures give you that little ass, they give you the little ass micro triangles, man. Shout out to Nurgies, but they give you the little tiny micro triangles, bro. And yeah, you get like 10 slices on their pie. But we give this all these a whole pie. I do anyway. Riz, what you get?
Well, in our grading system, our pies consist of 8 slices. Okay, I don't know what pies he eating. He eating a lot of pies, as you can see.
Yeah.
But in my book, I'm giving Disorderlies a whole pie because it was super funny. I later on watched it when I became older, when I was able to watch the things that my mother wouldn't allow us to watch because it wasn't for children's eyes, and children's eyes ain't had no business watching stuff. Okay, but I'm digressing.
Yeah, we gonna have another shot. We be right back. Total Recall, baby.
Total Recall, y'all.
Yeah, what up? It's your boy OMC, and I just want to give a shout out to them people out there sitting on the dock of the bay with those lobster traps. Yo, those dudes be out there for hours. You understand what I'm saying? Pulling up lobsters in the cage. I didn't even think that was still a thing, bro. I thought they was doing that shit like back in the 1800s, but they still do that shit now, man. So shout out to y'all, and shout out to the people that gotta get those lobsters out of that cage, because you can't just dump that shit. You gotta go in there and grab those shits. Have you ever been pinched by a lobster, bro? Hola,
What's
people.
up, y'all?
Yes, we are now at the finish line of our episodio. I apologize to all my Latin friends that I'm disrespecting, chopping up, destroying y'all language right now, trying to be.
Yeah, they gonna come for you.
They're not gonna come for me, man. They love me. We all good.
You know, you go through the whistle. You know, they gonna pop out.
Nah. They gonna be like, look at this fucking idiot trying to do some bullshit. That's why we fucks with you, Chaz, because you an asshole. And I love y'all too, man. That's what's up. Word. Yo, and not only shout out to my Latino brothers and sisters, man, but also shout out to all the people out there that was working through the pandemic, that ain't getting none of those stimulus checks, that felt disrespected and put out because people were sitting home collecting them dollars, and they was out grinding, and none of them got a pay raise, none of them caught a break, nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's some cold-blooded shit that the government did to us. But it's all good because we recognize and respect all of y'all that was still in the field and not showing no love by the stimulus and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The nurses and the doctors and the bus drivers and the fucking cab drivers and all that. You know what I'm saying? Essential workers, they called y'all, but didn't give y'all no love.
Essential pay.
Yeah, didn't give y'all no love. It's all good. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We saw y'all out there while everybody else was in the crib collecting up them ones.
And shout out to all the business owners who lost their business during this pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially the ones in the high gentrified areas.
Yeah. Y'all know who y'all are.
Where at the moment when this pandemic hit, it was like a race to get those small minority-owned businesses out of there anyway. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So what happened was, in the midst of the pandemic happening and everything closing, they were not able to sustain the increase in the rent. Because guess what? Yeah, the pandemic hit, but prices still went up.
Yep.
Everything still went up, like it does every year. Inflation still took place. It didn't stop.
No digs.
A lot of businesses went under. A lot of mom and pops shops were lost. A lot of people lost their homes.
Yep.
You know, so if you were able to sustain yourself through this pandemic, through any way you was able to, shout out to you. For real.
Yo, and shout out to all y'all fast food franchise workers, man. I mean, franchise owners, because y'all had people walking out of them spots left and right. Yo,
why wouldn't they?
I can't.
Why wouldn't they? I make more money on unemployment sitting at home with my kid doing schoolwork. They go to work. Why would I come to work? So for real, shout out to those workers that actually showed up.
Yeah, man.
You feel me? Because people is nasty.
Hell yeah. Especially that McDonald's on Main Street. Yo, that shit, shout out to y'all at that McDonald's on Main Street in Johnson City next to CVS. Yo, that dude, poor white boy, managing that shit. They had that dude on the grill. They had that dude at the fries. They had that dude making shakes. And guess what? He didn't even have the luxury of his ice cream machine being broke. His shit was working. So he had to make sundaes and shakes and all that. By himself with just one other hardcore chick riding with him at the register, taking all the orders, man. Yo, when I pulled up, that drive-through line was around the corner. They couldn't even close the kitchen because we was all standing there too, man. It's just two of them because everybody else had left. Shout out to y'all for my burger still being good and my fries still being hot and fresh.
Shout out to the restaurant workers. These people that work at like Applebee's.
Oh, yeah,
and the waiters and waitresses, because it's hard. First of all, you in a restaurant that's super short staffed. So then you're going to get a complaining ass customer to come in talking about, I've been waiting for an hour. Well, man, we only got a cook and a hostess.
Yeah. And the person that usually mops the floors is the
one that's doing your cooking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Just gave him a crash course in the back.
Right. We just threw him on the grill. He said, look, I give you $3 more. You do the grill. Hey, I take it. I'm here anyway.
Yep. Put the mop over there.
Yeah, because some people need their jobs and some people value their work. So shout out to those people that value their work.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when you go out to eat at these places and you sit down, especially now that, restrictions are being lifted and the COVID CDC guidelines are being a little more lenient, tip your waiters. You feel me? Tip your waiters because they chose to come out and serve you. They didn't have to come because nobody else did. They could have sat there and got that unemployment plus the extra $300.
Stimmied up, unemployed up.
Stimmy up, and they ain't even get no PPP loan. Support them people because you got your PPP loan. Tip them people with your PPP loan.
That's right. Running out there ordering 15 cheeseburgers when you know the damn manager's the one flipping the burgers and the cashier chick the one fucking doing your fries and gotta make your shake at the same time because it just so happens the ice cream machine is now working at McDonald's. Now it wanna work when ain't nobody there.
I need to drink on that.
Shout out to y'all, man. Take your damn PPP check and pay them dudes. Tip them, throw some money in the drive-thru window, whatever you gotta do in the meantime that you order these $200, $300 damn Applebee orders, man. Come on, nobody don't eat that goddamn many appetizers. Get those goddamn dollars in there to those people, please. Right? What's going on, man? Yo, Wiz, hit it with your jewels so we get the fuck up out of here, please.
All right, well, my jewel of the day is... I honestly believe 95% of the world is truly good. We got a lot of good people in the world.
Maybe 75.
To me, it's 95% of the people in this world that are truly good. It's 5% of the people in the world that makes it seem like it's more than that. So do your part and be good. If you don't know a good person, be a good person. That's my jewel of the day, y'all.
She forgot about that 15% that sit back and watch everything just fuck up the way it fuck up.
Well, that's because some people get discouraged. Some people just get discouraged, and that can be part of the problem. However, it's not the problem.
But if you're not part of the solution,
you are part of the problem. However, if we gave people, we'll talk about that off camera.
We're gonna kumbaya that shit.
Because we're gonna always agree to disagree on certain things. But I do believe in people just being genuinely good people. I be losing my wallet. Let me tell you something. I be losing my wallet, right? And I've never lost my wallet and not gotten it back. I mean, the one time the money was gone, but my credit cards and my ID was still there, and they put it in the thing. I got the wallet back. The second time I was in a supermarket and left the wallet full of money, and I had my rent money. I don't know why I had this much money in my wallet, but I had my rent money in my wallet. It was a whole bag.
This must have been way back before you start owning your shit.
This is
she own her shit now. She don't pay rent, people.
Yeah,
she own her shit.
Okay, if I only own the house for 6 years now. So this is before I own the house, yes. But I left my bag in the cart, and I walked away from the cart. Somebody took the bag and turned it into the people like Lady Buggins. She left her bag.
Shout out to them.
In the cart. I opened it, my rent money in there, everything there. So shout out to the good people, y'all.
Yeah. And with that, tune in next time when we're gonna feature the originator, the innovator, Kool Herc. Even though he's not really a rapper, but he still pioneered this hip-hop shit, aka the Godfather, you know what I mean? Because y'all be surprised the roots that hip-hop has in the Jamaican culture. Bumba!
And we're also gonna dive in to see who transitioned and how many people evolved and developed from that era of the original hip hop. So make sure y'all tune back in. It's your girl Riz
and OMC, aka Phosphoro.
And this is Total Recall.
Yes, sir, suckers.
Yo.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Riz, here to tell you about some of the worst jobs ever. Now, I know everybody got their favorite supermarket, right? I know I do. And you know what I love about this supermarket is that every time I'm in there, it's always fully stocked. Everything's where it's supposed to be. I know where everything's at. Do you know it takes a lot to do that? Shout out to the stockers. The stockers who make sure my recipes, or at least the ingredients for them, are always there. They're always shelved. They're always stocked. And I don't mind paying $3 more. I does that for the convenience because those stockers are always there. Now I know, the pandemic been hit and stockers are not, working as hard as they used to, but come back stockers. Because I don't like going to the supermarket and not seeing my mild jerk sauce that I need to make my Rasta pasta, because you're getting an extra $300 of unemployment, so you need your job. So when you do finally decide to come back to work, kudos and shout outs to you, even though